My days are often pretty simple, at least by my standards. I live alone, completely off-grid, in the little van that I built nearly 5 years ago now. And over the last 6 months or so, I have been building this cozy creative space that I call the studio. Now, this lifestyle is really a mix of everything. It's simple and it's challenging. It's rewarding and tough. It is a lot of work, but there's also so much joy in the little things. But there is one thing that I truly never feel living this lifestyle, and that would be boredom. When I built even just the platform for the studio, I knew that eventually I wanted to use a kerosene lantern for light. And the first time that I lit this lantern, I sat in my chair and I just stared at it and I listened to it. Because when I was a little girl, we used to travel up to this beautiful Northwoods property that my parents owned in Wisconsin. And my dad had built this very, very simple building. We just called it the shed. You could hardly call it a cabin, but it's what we slept in and camped in. The only light we ever used was a kerosene lantern. We no longer go camping at the land, and my dad is no longer around. But this kerosene lantern is a portal of sorts that brings me closer to all of those memories and moments as a kid, hanging out with my brothers and my parents in the middle of the Northwoods and running around barefoot and catching crayfish. And while so much of my life has changed, I kind of like the idea of that kerosene lantern being a bridge of what has been and what is now and what will be.
You could walk the block.
Good morning.
Just to come and have me. Pour some coffee on the porch. I can see your face in that time and place. It's gone now, but it's right in front of us. We're further and it's
I woke up at about 5:20, but I didn't get out to the studio until just before 6 because Akila was just cuddled up right next to me and I couldn't wake up. She was just too cute. I have a video that I need to submit this morning, so I'm trying to get that done. And as you've noticed, I've kind of started to move in to the studio. I have my bookshelf up, my guitar is hung, and the walls aren't even done. It's been really nice to have at least this little part, this little half to hang out in and work in. It is such a treat. Well, I'm kind of starting my second morning. I woke up so early and had to do a lot of computer work, so I did have coffee right away. I didn't go through kind of all of the things that I like to do in the morning. So now I'm starting my second morning. And I'm doing it out in the sun. I've been very intentional about my coffee intake lately, typically not even having my first cup until like 1 o'clock p.m. And a part of me is feeling tired already, but I instead am going to have my scoop of AG1 for the morning, and I want to give a huge thank you to AG1 for sponsoring this video. AG1 is so much more than greens. It is your daily drinkable scoop of vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and whole food sourced ingredients all in one. One of the reasons why I'm so consistent with AG1 is because it helps you adapt to stress and it supports the nervous system. This morning, I journaled about the stress levels that I'm experiencing right now. I have a lot of work to do before traveling 2 days up to Wisconsin, and in about 4 days I am leaving to fly to South America and do an expedition with 7 other women. And in conjunction with that, travel and everything that involves, like airports and people and bathrooms. And I refuse to get sick on this upcoming adventure. So just in this one scoop of AG1, I am putting a broad spectrum of vitamins and minerals into my body that help support my immune system and just nutrients in general that I may be missing in my diet. And not only do I care about me when it comes to this upcoming travel, but also all the other women that I'm traveling with. So I offered to bring extra travel packs for everybody, and they're all so excited. I've been drinking AG1 now for years, and I do not plan on stopping anytime soon. And if you'd like to incorporate AG1 into your life, I want to encourage you to click the link in my description below, or you can scan the QR code to subscribe and save $20 off of your first subscription with AG1. And for a limited time only, every new customer that signs up with my link will get over $70 of extra stuff. You've got to see how cute she is. Oh my gosh. You are so cute. You're just so sweet. Oh, hi. Hi, honey. Sometimes she's so cute that it just makes my heart just hurt so much. The other day I did have some time to do a bit more with the walls. Admittedly, the studio is really messy because before I left to head south, I just dumped a bunch of stuff in here and now it looks like this. So that's driving me crazy. Look, I put up a little bookshelf. Okay.
There's been some dark days, baby, but I'm okay. Maybe I move to the country, go get nice and comfy, take a walk through town, go and clear my mind. Say I'm alright, I say I'm alright. I keep dreaming, must be some meaning to all these weird things happening around me. Biscuits got it, no clock quits, better now this time. Walking on the road, other men have gone down.
I'm going so fast!
And peasants and princes and that's a coming along. What he got for me, but I know that you know.
I'm gonna wait to putz on these top funky sections. I'm just gonna do the bulk of this last wall. That makes sense, right? It makes sense to me, which is really all that matters. Does it work? Yeah. I got a decent amount done. As I've mentioned, I'm in crunch time. I have a big task to do today. I want to walk with Akila for a little bit before she needs to be in the van to run a few errands this afternoon. She just came in to get me. She said she wanted me to be done, so I'm gonna listen to her. Quite honestly, I am so sick of these walls. but I don't want to do them anymore. Which is why I started doing other things. I can't do that forever.
She beside me, I walk slowly. She feeds my soul all the gold
That is so perfect. Except
this whole time I've been searching for the wrong thing. She's my cat.
will this work?
She's my cat and she's the sea.
Okay, I've been dreading this one because I think it's gonna be a pain in the butt. Ooh. Something so bad. That's so bad. Oh, yes, I redeemed myself. Okay, this. Okay, for the 10th time, do we have a winner? What will we do? Oh my gosh. Did I just totally screw that up? Okay, I got not very far in like 2 hours. Maybe not quite that long. I've been noticing that the Rocky Mountain bluebirds are super active. So I looked up when they nest and I was correct. They nest like right now. Well, early March into April, depending on weather. But it's been so warm. I don't know. I want to be ready for them. Or I bought bird boxes. And I'm gonna be gone for a while, so I might miss their first nesting. So we need to put their homes up.
Sheila, do you want to come?
From the east in a caravan on a Paris street. I said, oh, now.
Good girl.
I said, oh, now.
So a few things about these bluebirds. They like to have like open fields and open areas, which is I think why they love my property. And there are so many of them here right now. Also, they need to be at least 5 feet off the ground and east facing. I need to grab some cement and a few tools, and I really hope I don't drive over my starling.
Tear off all your skin, give your heart to me. Every single scar is a masterpiece. You only see the dark, but I see the seams. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? You feel like a beggar, but you're royalty. Heart so full of flowers growing wild and green. Dig your nails into the dirt, then you find the seeds. They're singing, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Ooh. You know I can't stop, baby, I'm paralyzed by fear. But whenever you are near, I feel like I could live forever. I feel like I could live forever. I met you in the summer, you were 17, and you looked like you walked right out of a magazine. Set the room on fire, put a spell on me. I was singing, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Took me through the pages of your history. Now you're the only book I ever wanna read. Still I hope there's some room in the story for me. I'm singing, are we there yet? Are we there yet? You know I can't slow down it. Baby, I'm
I also read that they need to be at least 300 feet apart. So my thought is to kind of create a triangle on the outskirts of this like area that I typically use. Eventually, there will be a very special one on the studio, but that will come in time. So the second one, I think, kind of to create that triangle, then I gotta walk it out there.
Feel like I could live forever. Celebrate every crack in your soul. There are rivers letting in the gold. Took some time, but now it's starting to flow. Baby, I've been paralyzed by fear, but whenever you are near, feel like I could live forever. I feel like I could live forever.
I just spent some time with James and Doreen and said goodbye because tomorrow morning I am going to try to leave between 5 and 6 a.m. I have 2 days of driving up to Wisconsin. But look, these are their bananas. They grew these delicious, cute bananas. And I think that they might turn into a really wonderful dessert. I have an idea for them. There's an owl calling. That was Akila burping. I spent more time with James and Doreen than I thought I would. When I got there, I said, I can only stay here for a half hour because I have so much I have to do tonight. And then I ended up staying for an hour and a half. But I will almost always choose connecting with my people over almost anything else, even if it's stuff that really needs to get done. It is 6:30 right now. I haven't eaten yet, so I still need to eat and then run around the property and clean any last bit of things up. It is such a beautiful evening. I can't believe that it's February and I'm having a fire outside and plan to cook my meal on my fire and be like comfortable doing it. It's insane. I wish I could just sit here and enjoy the fire, but if I hustle, I can probably get the property cleaned up in a half hour and then I can enjoy my meal. I have not been able to get my lock to work, my like deadbolt lock on my studio. It wants to, see that? It wants to, but something isn't quite lined up, so it's almost 7, but before I eat dinner, I'm gonna just like give myself 15 minutes to putz on this and see if I can figure it out. Are you coming in here with me? You wanna come in here? This is also another thing that they don't tell you is when you start like doing more things other than living in a van, you start accumulating keys, and that stresses me out. Because it doesn't take much for me to lose a key. But I didn't lose any of these itty bitty stupid tools that it takes to do this, so that's cool. Ah, there we go. Insert the cylinder body. No. Drive tab J with the cylinder body to install the cylinder into the lock. This people should hire better people for writing directions. That makes no sense. Or insert the key into the cylinder and rotate so the top of the key moves towards the edge of the door. I didn't try the key last time. Look, it's closed. It wants to go. It's just not. That's supposed to work. I know I'm doing this right. I will need to figure out a different locking system for my door, I think. And by the time you see this, I'll be back on the property, so y'all better stay out of here. That sucks. What can I do about it? Not a whole lot. Such is life. I guess that's what I get for getting a door on Facebook Marketplace.
Hey, my box got stolen. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's 4 kilos.
You remind me
Okay.
of so many things. You remind me of
Okay.
golden hours.
Okay, sounds good. I will do that. All right, I'm gonna go up and grab it right now. Thank you so much.
Light shining through, twirling, dancing across the room. You remind me of falling rain. Yeah, that sweet, sweet sound on my window pane. You remind me of sky so blue. I'm gonna hold on tight to you. You remind me of the warm summer night. Yeah, the breeze through the trees, flickering fireflies. You remind me of birds that sing. You remind me of my favorite thing.
While my days are almost never the same, they do follow a similar rhythm. Waking up to the sun and tending to the tasks that can be done, often based on the weather, and moving through the day with purpose, but trying never to rush. I've always been quite independent and capable of figuring things out on my own, and living out here has only strengthened that. Every challenge is mine to solve, and every comfort is mine to create. There's no doubt that this lifestyle is work, but there's also a quiet beauty in that. The routine and the small tasks, living really close to nature, they all add up to something that feels really meaningful to me. And while it is not always easy, there is a peace in knowing that I've chosen this life, in the simplicity of it all. And I wouldn't want it any other way.